Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Blue Golf Ball here today with another Pokemon TCG online video, and today I have for you guys a deck that's been highly requested, and it's going to be a Salamence deck from Roaring Skies. This is going to be a Dragon-type Pokemon. It's 160 HP. It's got 3 attacks, so we haven't really seen that too much. The most notable one I can think of is Lucario EX, which has 3 attacks as well. But Salamence here, it's got a really good attack here with Stream Blast. That's 170. Discard 3 energy attached to this Pokemon, which is quite a bit. But with the double dragon energy, it actually helps out pretty well. And being able to hit for 170, knocking out most EXs, we won't really need a muscle band for that. So we're not playing any muscle bands at all. We're going to be playing 3. 3 shell guns and 4 bag guns. So we're going to do a 4-3-4 line. We will have Hydreigon EX here with the ability Dragon Road. If there's any stadium card in play, the retreat cost of your Dragon Pokemon is 2 less. Now that's not really going to be, it's not going to fly really well. Get it? Fly really well with Salamence because it's 4 retreat costs is ridiculous. And if you want to retreat, you will end up discarding at least 2 cards. However, if we only have a Bagon out there, we will have free retreat, and the biggest benefit will be for Reshiram. With Turbo Blaze, you can have that free retreat, and with Turbo Blaze, once during turn before you attack, if this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, you may attach a Fire Energy from your hand to one of your Dragon Pokemon, thus accelerating your Pokemon a little bit more. So the trick here is we're only playing 2 of these, but as long as we have 1 out, we should, at the very least, be able to power up Salamence in 1 turn. For example, if we do Steam Blast for 170, we end up discarding a double Dragon Energy as well as a basic energy. But if we are very lucky, we can have a Dragon Energy in our hand. We can attach it for our turn. And if we can switch into the Reshiram, use Turbo Blaze, and we supposedly have another Fire Energy in our hand, we can use that to attach to Salamence and then get the free treat, assuming we have a Hydreigon EX in play. That's basically the plan. See if we can pull this off. Now, it gets a little tricky to do that because we need to have energies in our hand. We don't exactly have energies in our discard pile, but there's a couple things we can do to get it to work. Now, again, since we're going to be running a really heavy line, I'm going to try to rely on Wally for a little bit, and a little, I guess we're going to attempt to play Battle Compressor, just 1 copy here. We could play it to discard Clutter in our deck, or we can actually play it in combination with Energy Retrieval. We have one of these here. And that way we can put 2 basic energies in from our discard pile into our hand, and that way we can also use Turbo Blaze in that way as well to get some energies into our hand. So, but mostly Battle Compressor here is going to be really useful to discard Wally from our deck, and then if we have a VS Seeker, we're able to play it right away. That's kind of the hope and the dream. Ideally, we could play more Battle Compressors to have a little bit more consistency, but we're going to go with this for now. We'll have 1 Computer Search. This is a really good consistency card, and again, with the rotation happening soon, this card's gonna be gone. But while it's here, hey, might as well use it. Energy Retrieval, as previously mentioned, to get the energy into our hand and to ensure that we have energies to use with Reshiram's ability. Evil Soda here, just really good to bypass a couple things, things like getting locked from evolving, like Bennett can hit us for that evolution jammer. You never know when that ever happens. Professor's Letter, again, try to get the energies into our hand. We've got the rare candy, only 1 of these since we have a heavy line of our stage 1. And then Sacred Ash works really well because we got to keep getting these, cycling the Salamence through, and Sacred Ash gets the job done. 1 Starling Megaphone, you never know when you run into something with tools that gets pretty difficult. We'll have 3 switches here, alright? So we're trying to be really consistent with Reshiram to be able to have flexibility. Again, even with the Dragon Road, for Hydreigon himself, you will still need to discard 1 energy. And of course, with Salamence, you have to discard 2. So we're going to try to play a little heavier line of switching. And you can always switch one of these for, get it? You can switch one of these switches for an escape rope. That would work pretty well too. Trainer's Mail, I am definitely loving Trainer's Mail. We're going to be running 3 of these. It's definitely a staple in most of my decks. It's just a really good card to be able to look at the top 4 and find a trainer there. And it's got great flexibility since many Pokemon players out there, their decks consist of a lot of trainers and great flexibility of searching out stadiums, items, and tools and supporters. So it's I'll take this over Random Receiver any day, since your Random Receiver, it guarantees you a supporter, but not exactly the supporter you're looking for sometimes, and it's random. So Trainer's Mail gives you a little bit more options. I always like that card. 3 Ultra Balls, again, for consistency, being able to search out the Pokemon. 3 VS Seekers, previously mentioned, to get supporters from the discard pile back to our hand. 1 Colress, 1 Lysander, no Lysander's trump card, and 3 Ends, 1 Professor Birch's Observation, and only 2 Junipers. Again, with now, this ain't really a scare tactic by any means that, oh, the trump card's gone, we can't really play Juniper. I opted to play a little more conservative, and I decided to play with only 2 Junipers, and by no means should you have a fear of not playing 4 Junipers. I'd say go ahead, and so that's kind of the reasoning behind that. We have Wally, as previously mentioned. This is going to be really good since we have a stage 2 deck. Along with Rare Candy, we have multiple options to accelerate the evolution chain. And we do have Scorched Earth. Now, I've ran into scenarios where this does help very well in terms of drawing more cards. But the bad part is you need the energies in your hand to use Reshiram. That's why we have that 1 copy of Energy Retrieval to get at least 2 energies from the discard pile into your hand. Got Shadow Circle here, and you might be thinking, what the heck is that for? Well, it's any Pokemon that has any Darkness Energy. It doesn't say Basic Darkness Energy. Since we're going to be playing a special Dragon Energy here, the Double Dragon Energy. Technically, we will have no weakness right here. All right, so that's kind of cool. If we run into any fairy decks, hopefully we don't. But either way, we won't have any weakness. Training Center, this is an obvious choice. Bumping up Salalence's HP to 190 is always really awesome. And I would play more of these, technically, if I didn't feel so inclined to play Scorched Earth. But that's the way it is for this deck. For now, you can always change it in your own variations of this deck. I will have 7 of these fire energies and 2 water energies. You're thinking, why 2 water energies? Why don't you just play the double dragon energy here? Well, the reason behind this is there's a guy out there, or a Pokemon out there, named Aegislash-EX. And sometimes you can't just rely on special energies. And also, with Trump card gone, Enhance Hammer can just take away your double dragon energy, and then you won't have any way to have any water energy, and that is awful. So that's about it. Only 2 water energies. This is for the deck. Let's go ahead and see this deck in action on Pokemon TCG Online. All right, and we're gonna be playing against these names, I tell you, I can't pronounce you guys' names. I don't know. Maybe it's me. It's probably just me. Anyways, my opponent's gonna be going first, and looks like we draw into nothing. But hey, we get a Bagon, which I'll gladly play. We're going second, so this isn't looking too good. If anything, I could probably just retreat into the Hydreigon. That's kind of my plan. Oh, we see a Zubat. That's not good. We do get an N, also a VS Seeker. Ideally, if we had a Wally right now, that would be perfect. And here is a Silent Lab. So there goes my Hydreigon's Dragon Road, which, I can't retreat since that counters the stadium. Oh, man. I could do a Leer. Perhaps we can paralyze him. My opponent's down to 1 hand, 1 card in his hand. But, alright. Well, it is what it is. I'm going to retreat and let this Hydreigon take a hit for us. I really didn't want to play an end there. My opponent played his hand down to nothing with that Colress. And, oh well, my opponent was able to get a fresh hand. And, huge thanks to me, I guess. My opponent's going to go for Scoop Up and was able to flip head, scooping up the Zubat. My opponent's going to probably start attacking with the Latios EX. My opponent's go for a Colress again. Down to 3. We get hit for 40. That's not a problem. And look at that. We have our evolution line right here. And I'm just going to end the turn. So we'll be able to retreat, because the Shadow Circle in here, we will have no weakness, but it doesn't really matter. And it's only 2 less, so our Hydreigon out here is stuck. And my opponent's going to be targeting the Shelgon right away. So there it is. But we'll go ahead, we will evolve, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and which is Juniper. And alright, this is perfect. Well, actually, no, this doesn't work too well. I can still hit Shatter and do 60, I guess. That's not going to be too good. Let's just go ahead and we'll attach this here, and I'm going to end the turn. Now, in the next turn, if my opponent Mega Evolves, then we are in danger. If not, we'll actually get a shot at just taking care of this Latios here, since we have the double Dragon energy. Unless, of course, my opponent plays an N. My opponent's going to be targeting these Salamence here, and as expected, so here we go. We got pretty lucky here, and I'm going to go ahead, we will retreat into the Salamence, and let's just play this here. I'm going to go with the Professor Birch hitting Tails. I expected that. And sweetness, there we go. Steam Blast taking care of the Latios EX in one shot, and we don't really care about the... what do you call it? The Shadow Circle, since, you know, we're not playing against any fairies. But this is looking really good here. We have VS Seekers, which we can get ends again, I guess, but that's not going to be really good. And there it is. My opponent concedes the match, and poor Crobat didn't have any backup. And my opponent says GG. Oh, he doesn't say anything. But I'll say GG. All right, here we go, sir. GG to you. Okay, good game indeed. 170, 170. Oh, man. All right, well... It is what it is. Let's go ahead and play another match here with the Salamence deck. Alright, and we will be playing against Windish. It's, looks like we're going to be playing against a Latios deck of some sort. We saw Dragon, Water, and Psychic. I don't know. That's my first assumption, but we'll have to wait and see. And, all right, so looks like did we win? Did we get the coin toss? I'm not sure. I wasn't even paying attention. A blue golf flip tails start the game. So we flipped tails. Did we choose heads? I don't remember. I think if anything, my opponent's gonna be going first. But all right, we shall see what's gonna go down here. Windish with the was that the Xerneas coin? Oh, yeah, it must be, right? Unless I'm mistaken. We have the... my opponent is inactive, and Cammy right here is going to be generous enough to lay down the law. And down to 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and... oh, my opponent's still here, and it's my opponent's turn. Here we go. The game is on, and it's going to be it's a dragon deck. Oh, no, with Fairy Garden. This is not good. And we start off with 3 of these guys. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm going to have to evolve at least 2 of them. I don't want to play Juniper and go too aggressive, but, oh wow. And so, it is what it is. Here is a Fairy Garden. My opponent might have an advantage if my opponent's going to be playing a Xerneas here to power up my opponent's Pokemon. But hey, there is the energy. You can see a Gooey here. So this is going to be a very interesting battle. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can paralyze my opponent. I'm going to hang on to my... yeah, I'll just hang on to it for now. No need to play the Shadow Circle. Probably should have played it to potentially cause my opponent from retreating for free. And maybe my opponent might have had a Xerneas. Oh, shucks. Now I regret not playing the Shadow Circle to counter the Stadium. Thinking in hindsight now, I should have played it, but... it's okay. Here's the Goomy, and here's a Seismitoad. Oh, that is not good. Not good news for us. We could see my opponent get the free retreat into the Seismitoad, and could see a DCE drop. And that Toad is quite a nuisance here, being able to power up the Seismitoad and slow us down. So, in our next turn, oh, there it is. There, my opponent's gonna be going for maybe a gentle slap. Oh, that's it. My opponent passes the turn, and this is insane. We get to evolve all of these guys right here in this turn, and that is pretty ridiculous. Let's go for this, and we do get a computer search. Definitely got to take that. We need to take the computer search for sure. Got to take the computer search, and we even get a Juniper for the next turn. And I could probably hit this guy for 60. But yeah, let's go for that. And here we go. Let's just go for the rolling tackle and hitting for 60 right there. Slowing, hopefully putting some damage on the board. And I don't know. My opponent can evolve in the next turn and actually potentially knock us out if my opponent has the cards. And that's something that I need to be concerned of. And that's going to be 3 energies down the drain. Investing into this Shelgon may have been a mistake. But you know what? At the end of the day, it is what it is. And all right, so Problem here, all right, I can definitely evolve. I can play the Sacred Ash, get this guy back if I need to. And if my opponent does knock me out for some way, somehow. Again, we could get a gentle slap right here. Never mind, my opponent retreats. And that's about it. We could see something else. Oh, there is an energy drop. So right now, we could go aggressive. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just go ahead and go aggressive here. Let's counter the stadium. And I'm going to go for the Lysander here, folks. We have the Juniper for the next turn. And I'm just going to go and take care of business here. This is our main target. And let's go with the... let's see, does 20 damage. Darn it. I'm gonna have to... Oh, man. I thought, for some reason, I miscalculated there. I thought my opponent had 3 cards, but didn't really pay attention. And I ended up discarding my own training center. So that was my mistake. And there it is. The Seismitoad gets the energy drop. We'll get hit for 30. But that's not going to be too big of a deal. And we won't be able to play our switch anymore. That's okay. We do get this, and this is looking pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and just evolve, take our time here, folks. And let's see here. We can go for a Shatter, or we can just go hit with a Steam Blast right away. I have... Basically, you know what, let's just go for hit for 40, and in the next turn, we will be able to hit for 150. That's going to be a knockout. So it's going to be a 2-hit knockout on the Seismitoad, and it's going to be, it's the way it is, guys. So here we go, let's go with this, and let's go with the Steam Blast, and hit for 150. Let's get rid of one of those, and one of these, and take 2 prizes there, and it is... I don't know, we're feeling pretty comfortable here. We have a Salamence on the bench, and oh my goodness, there it is. Dragon Pulse. We can get hit for that, but yeah, probably didn't need to do that either. And we have our item cards back once again, so let's go ahead and just hang on to that right there. And don't really need to do too much else. I can just go for the Steam Blast and finish the game, and that's going to be a knockout right there. And GG to my opponent. I didn't really get a chance to say that, but let's see that really quick. Okay, GG, sir. Okay, there we go. And, oh, man, poor Seismitoad getting hit in 2 hits right there. See, that's the thing. Sometimes I consider playing a Muscle Band. You know, in scenarios like these, it'd be good to play Muscle Band to hit for those 180 Pokemon, but in this kind of scenario, it wouldn't have mattered. Even if I had a Muscle Band, my opponent had a Hard Charm, so it would have been in the 2-hit regardless. So, you know, hey, it is what it is. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to play one more match here on Pokemon TCG Online. All right, Dan, we'll be playing against Zanblue. I wasn't paying attention, but I thought I saw Metal, maybe Psychic in there. And we will get to go first. That's really good. We start off mulling again, and wow, my opponent's got a couple of these full arts. That's pretty cool. We see a Bat and also Silent Lab. So that means my opponent's going to be playing some kind of Latios, Mega Latios EX deck of some sort. We start off with a terrible hand here. Oh, man, this is just terrible. And so it is what it is. I might end up playing... I'm going to go with the Scorched Earth. Oh, wait a second. It's a Lucario EX. Oh, that's interesting. Let's go ahead. We'll go with this. And we get a Trainer's Mail. Alrighty then. Well, I'm not sure. I'm going to go with the Rare Candy. Maybe the next turn we can actually evolve. Hopefully my opponent doesn't play anything else. And my opponent says something twice over here. Smiley face. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead. We'll end the turn. Hopefully my opponent doesn't play a Enhanced Hammer. I'm just going to go ahead and say hello to my opponent. And here is a Ultra Ball discarding Sacred Ash as well as a Startling Megaphone. And my opponent says hello in return. We got to wait and see what my opponent's going to be playing here. Could be Donphan. I mean, you never know. Hey, it's a Shaman. My opponent's going to be able to draw into 3 extra cards. Perhaps more. Okay, 3 it is. And there it is, my opponent drawing in 3 more cards, nice hand size of 6. We see the energy drop over there. My opponent can actually go for a scoop up with the Shaman. But we're going to get hit for 30 for sure, unless my opponent's got a Muscle Band. And scooping up the Shaman, my opponent's going to be able to draw into some more cards. And that's always, people are always abusing this ability and over again. And there it is. We see the Halucha also there. Free retreat galore. My opponent plays the free retreat. We have yet to see the muscle band, so we will survive the turn. And there is a fighting stadium. It doesn't really matter. We don't play any EXs besides the... Oh my goodness. My opponent even gets a scoop up Cyclone. And that we could very well see like something like a Hypnotoxic Laser plus muscle band. That could actually knock us out. And even a Jirachi EX. What is going on here? My opponent plays an N. Oh no. That's going to end our hand. And... hey, it doesn't matter. We're going to pull this off, right? So in the next turn, we're actually going to go for the Evil Soda, and then we're going to go with the, not Juniper. We're going to go with the Wally. So we get hit for 30. That's all right. And we got this going here for us. Let's go with the Evil Soda. Got Shelgon right here. And look at this. Working pretty flawlessly here, folks. Pretty flawlessly. Now, my opponent's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards in his hand. We can actually hit him for 100 damage. We'll go with the Power Howl. Again, we don't really care about the fighting stadium since the only thing that really matters is the Hydreigon. We do have a switch in here if my opponent chooses the Lysander out the Hydreigon and hit him. But, oh my goodness, here comes the Bats, and the Bats are going to start attacking the Salamence. My opponent can actually hit us for quite a bit, perhaps even knocking us out. My opponent gets something like a strong energy, muscle band, and Golbat. There's the Golbat. Does my opponent have the strong energy and muscle band? That's the question. Or an energy altogether. But we're at 90. My opponent can hit us for 60 oh my goodness, there it is. This is my opponent. Even with the muscle band, we will survive the turn. My opponent will hit us for only 80. And that's it. My opponent gets, we get hit for that much. And we're looking pretty good. So we will knock out this Lucario EX here. But at a price, at a really great price. And let's take a look. We got 1 energy in the discard pile. Let's go for the Trainer's Mail. We got a VS Seeker here. Don't really need it. But you know what? Sure, I'll take it. And, well, let's see here. What can actually knock us out? Nothing really over here. We'll just knock this guy out. I really wish we had another Bagon, though, man. That way we can power him up. Because, you know, we got this right here, and we can drop the energy. Might as well drop it here. Maybe I'm going to undo that. Yeah, I'm going to just drop it here. Okay, let's go for that. And let's just go for the Power Howl, knocking out the Lucario, taking 2 prizes. Hey, there we go. We got the full line right here. We even got a VS Seeker. And we can get the ball rolling with the Wally, getting Wally into play. My opponent has a Halucha. The Halucha won't be able to attack us. And, oh, here's a Crobat. That's going to take care of the Salamence. But you know what? Hey, we got the Professor's Letter. We can energy accelerate a little bit. We even got Wally, which we can accelerate the evolution line. So we got to hope. We got to take a look. When we play the Professor's Letter, we need to make sure that we have another one of these Shelgons in our deck, right? So my opponent plays another Crobat, probably targeting the Hydreigon. My opponent could have targeted the Reshiram as well, but it looks like my opponent's going to be targeting the Hydreigon. My opponent does not have an attacker, but the flexibility of free retreat from 3 of the Pokemon out of the 5 on my opponent's side of the field is really convenient, and that's about it. So my opponent's got a really good hand size of 7 over there. We got 8. Oh, we got 7 as well, actually. And my opponent's going to go with this. Won't be able to hit us, though. Since we're not an EX. My opponent needs the Lysander out or Hydreigon somehow, and that's gonna be about it. My opponent plays a Juniper, discarding a bunch of cards over here, including an AZ. I guess the AZ wouldn't really matter. Ideally, I think my opponent could have played the AZ on the Crobat, but wouldn't matter for the Shaman. Probably could have worked for the Jirachi. Maybe could have the AZ, and the next turn my opponent could have got the Lysander. But my opponent counters the stadium, hits us for 0. It's a little bit of a bummer for us. We won't be able to energy accelerate the way that we want to anymore. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to play an N since that's going to downsize our hand. But I do... Oh, I forgot to search. Oh, no, I forgot. All right, so let's just go with this here. And let's go with Wally here. And all right, let's go. We do. Hey, look at that. We did have one more, and that's indeed the last one. We do have Training Center here as one last stadium resort, and we're gonna have to try to rely on that so we can start using the ability. And there we go. At least we got him going. I'm gonna end the turn. In the next turn, we will be able to evolve, and we do have the free retreat, so we can actually hit the Halucha here for 60. If we can top deck. Oh, my opponent brings out the Hydreigon. That's a little bit inconvenient. That means we won't go down, but we will be heavily damaged. But I'm going to take a huge risk here So I do have Sacred Ash, which I can get back a lot of the Pokemon in here. And I'm just going to go for an N. All right, folks? All right, so... okay, so this is going to be what it is. Let's go for the Juniper. I'm going to discard the energy. I'm going to hope to get 2 cards I'm hoping to get. I hope to get a double Dragon Energy and a Switch. Here we go. Oh, no Switch, but we do have the Trainer's Mail. And there it is, folks. There is the Switch. And we even get the double Dragon Energy. And so we can switch into here, get this guy right there. Might as well play another one of these. We have a Battle Compressor. We have a Colress, which can draw us a nice hand size. And this is looking really good, folks. Let's go with the Power Howl and hitting for 80, knocking out the Hawlucha. And in the next turn, we will be able to knock anything out. Yes, indeed, the Crobat included. Since we do have this energy here, ideally I'd like to bring out the Shaman and knock him out, but that's okay too. We will have VS Seeker potentially that we can draw. We only have 2 VS Seekers, so we got 1 VS Seeker left in our deck, unless it's prized. I should probably check that out. But I'll play the Battle Compressor, take a look at it really quick, make sure we have that last VS Seeker. If anything, I want to knock out this Crobat, and then ideally power up another Bagon here, and hopefully we can get another Salamence into play. 2 of them are in our discard pile. We have yet to see the rare candy, and all 3 of these Shelgons are done, since 1's in play right here, and 2 are in the discard pile. But again, we still have Sacred Ash. I'm going to take a peek with that with the Battle Compressor, take a look at it. And my opponent goes for the AZ. Probably bringing up either the Shaman or the Jirachi. Could see it bring up the Crobat as well. And that's going to be kind of a main attacker. My opponent will need to have a Lysander. We see Teammates. Okay, well, I didn't expect that. I was expecting the AZ. But Teammates it is. A little bit curious. And it doesn't, with Teammates, you don't get to see what your opponent plays, so it's really similar to that of Computer Search, and so I have no idea what my opponent's going to be drawing from his deck. 2 cards. In the next turn, at the very least, we should be able to get a nice hand size of 9. If anything, we can even get a hand size of 10, but that's not going to be too necessary, because we can always go for the Ultra Ball, discard some things, and go with that. My opponent's going to hit us with a Skill Dive. That's really interesting. Getting hit for 50. We'll knock out this guy, though. Opponent, let's just go ahead. Let's just take the knockout here. Actually, I'm going to undo that. Let's switch into the Reshiram. Shucks. All right, so, let's take a look at our deck really quick. And let's see here. We have that training center, so I need to get that for sure. One thing I want to discard, let's see, do we have that rare candy? Is the rare candy here? Oh, the rare candy is prized. Okay. My opponent, we're going to knock out this Crobat, so I could probably just get rid of the Starling Megaphone. But let's see here. Let's go ahead. We will get rid of... I think we can... It's safe to just get rid of the Ultra Ball. Let's just get rid of the Ultra Ball. All right. The most important thing here is just to take a peek at what's in the deck. And... yeah, I'm just getting rid of both the Ultra Balls. No need to see those anymore. Won't be too... well, I'll keep 1, right? I'll keep 1. I'm going to shuffle that back into the deck with the Colress. So let's discard those. And, alright. So, might as well. I'm just going to play the energy here. I can still... let's play the Colress. And... nada. Okay. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this right here. And let's go ahead and get rid of the Starling Megaphone. And let's get that training center. I needed that training center. And that way I can have my abilities back. So let's go ahead. We'll use the abilities now. Let's go for the Turbo Blaze and start powering up this guy. And then we also get the free retreat. So we'll retreat into here. And might as well, let's go for the Sacred Ash. Getting back all our Pokemon. That is beautiful. And then let's go for that Steam Blast, taking care of this Crobat, and that's going to be 1 right there, and 2. That's 3 cards, and in the next turn, we can bring out the Shaman. We've got the VS Seeker here. We can bring out the Shaman or the Jirachi, depending on how many cards my opponent has. And we could probably go for a Power Howl. 1, 2, 3. My opponent needs to draw some more cards. That would be pretty nice for us. My opponent can still target the Hydreigon here with the Hawlucha over there being able to hit for a Flying Press with a Muscle Band. That could actually do the job, or countering the Stadium with a Fighting Stadium. Oh, never mind. Here is an Energy Drop. My opponent goes for a VS Seeker. We could see something like a Teammates again. And nope, never mind. We see an N. Hey, look at that. We still have the VS Seeker, which we can bring out the Shaman or the Jirachi. My opponent's got 5 cards, and this is perfect. This plays right into our hands. Besides one thing, we don't have the double dragon energies. And so if we can get that, that would be great. So we got 2 left in our deck. And wow, if we can top deck that, that'll be just fabulous. My opponent brings out a Landorus. Now I really need that rare candy. That'd be really nice if I was able to get that rare candy. Here is the Landorus. Now our Power Howl won't be too effective anymore. And we do get the Ultra Ball here. Shucks. All right, so we're just gonna go. I'm just gonna go ahead. We'll just get the Colress. That's probably the best play here. A number of things I could have done, but let's go for the Colress, and we'll just evolve here. And I can probably just go for a Power Howl. Or I could go with the Shatter. I think I'm going to go with the Shatter. In the next turn, I can evolve for sure. Get another Hydreigon out here, so this one's a little bit damaged. Maybe I'm going to undo that. That's a little bit that's a better play, actually. And let's just power this guy up with a regular energy. You never know, my opponent can still play a enhanced hammer of some sort. So let's go with the Shatter. That's about it. We'll get rid of this energy, or this stadium. And yes, we are down to 80, but it doesn't look like we're going to be in any danger. My opponent can hit us for 50, but we'll still survive the turn. And as expected, there is a Muscle Band. Again, we can we do get hit for 50, and that's okay with me. So, all right. Alright, this is a little bit of a bummer. Miscalculation there. We can go for a Power Howl, but that's not going to really work either. We have an N, but I definitely need that N for security reasons. And, alright, I think I'm just going to go ahead and... Oh, man, shucks. Okay. Boy. Okay. Phone's only got 1 card. I can... Let's see here. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to play an N. Well, the N's kind of a security blanket. In case I don't get the card I want. But, we got 5 cards left. And I don't want to deck out. Let's go with the Shatter. My opponent can knock us out in the next turn. But, you know, we can just knock out the Crobat as well. So, you know... Hey, here's a VS Seeker. My opponent can go for an N. Probably a Juniper. Maybe an N. But my opponent is actually only at 6 cards left. We're at 5 cards left. Okay. Alright, so could go for a Juniper. Could go for the Lysander and bring out the... or teammates, I don't know. Yeah, Lysander it is. My opponent's going to bring out the Hydreigon and take that guy out. But let's see. We got 1 VS Seeker. 2... Okay, all 3 of our VS Seekers are gone. Oh no, and my opponent brings out the Hydreigon. Shucks. Okay. Well, lucky for us, we do get this right here. And there's no stadium in play. So, oh man, I'm going to undo that. This Hydreigon is basically stuck. My opponent's going to be sniping us the whole time. So I'm going to have to probably pay the retreat cost, if anything. I really need to take a look at my deck, see if I have the double dragon energy. I do. I have a double dragon energy. I need a top deck to retreat. That's the only way I can win this, is if I can top deck this double dragon energy and pay the retreat cost. Or probably attack with it too. I could do a shred, hit for 80. And, alright. So we gotta, let's see here. Alright, let's go with this guy. And, kind of cautious here. I don't exactly want to evolve. But, you know, yeah. Alright, so we're going to end the turn. I just wanted to take a peek, make sure I had the double dragon energy. My opponent's going to probably start sniping, probably hitting the Bagon over here. If he does, I'll probably just evolve into the Shelgon. And I really need that top deck here. If I can get that double dragon energy, I can shred and knock this guy out. And then evolve the Shelgon over here, so the Landorus, it won't be a threat for the Landorus. And we're pretty close here. Pretty close to, you know... Oh, okay, there it is. There it is. That's it. So my opponent passes the turn. We didn't top deck it. And I will end the turn here. So at least our poor little Bagon here will survive the turn. We got 2 cards left. One of them has to be it. And we get hit for 20. And there it is. I'm going to go for a shred. We'll knock out this Crobat. And my opponent can knock out the Hawlucha, but then I'll knock out the Hawlucha with the Salamence. And that's going to be it for the game. So, we're down to 1 card. Never mind. There's no way out of this. My opponent will be able to hit us, but we'll survive the turn. My opponent can actually knock this guy out, which will take... my opponent will still need to take 4 prizes. So we're coming down. This is it, guys. We're coming down to the very end. My opponent plays a 0-6. Oh, no. Oh, the tragedy. And it was a close game. Close game indeed. But it is what it is. And so we are out of energies, and we are out of things to do. No Lysander's trump card here, folks. And just got to do this here. Hopefully my opponent decks out before we do. My opponent's at 2 cards, and we are at 3. I'm going to end the turn and see what my opponent does. So this is a race to see who decks out first. My opponent can actually knock out both these guys and take 3 prizes, but otherwise my opponent won't be able to play the Hawlucha, and the Landorus is going to need a lot more strong energies to knock out my Salamence. And with my opponent knocking this guy out, I will be able to play the Salamence and start chipping away at my opponent. So that's going to be pretty interesting. My opponent's down to 1 card. We will be down to 2 coming into our turn. And this is getting pretty close here, folks. Down to the last prizes. And here we go. We can actually hit for... well, I'm just going to go for a power... Wow, let's go for the Power Howl. And for 160, just a little bit short. And there it is. My opponent draws his last card. We could see a Crushing Hammer. It doesn't matter. I have an energy here, which I can play a Power Howl once again, unless my opponent has an N. But I'm going to be down to just 1 card. My opponent's going to be down to 1 card. I can still hit for another Power Howl. This Landorus EX here is stuck in the active spot. And this is down to the wire here, folks. Down to the complete wire. We see a... Oh no, we see the Lysander, but it doesn't matter unless my opponent has a way to play something, perhaps a Sacred Ash or anything. Otherwise, we will just pass the turn, and it's going to be GG. We beat our opponent by a hair, and it's GG. We'll end the turn, and it's my opponent not drawing anything. We take the win. The Salamence deck takes down a Landorus, Hawlucha, Shaman, Jirachi, Crobat. Nonsense over here. Well, it's not really nonsense. It's a good deck, and we were able to come out on top. So that was a great victory for us. And look at the stats. The stats don't lie here, people. The stats don't lie. Actually, sometimes they do. Stats can be deceiving. But, oh, man, I am very pleased with this matchup, and that was pretty exciting. We were able to hit for a number of damage, and for 170 at least a couple times. That's really good. And the Salamence deck, oh, the precious Salamence right here, was able to get the victory. And, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the video. I certainly did, and it was quite entertaining for me at the very least. I had no idea what's going to happen until the very end, and that was pretty exciting. Well, we got the W, and that's what matters for today. And if you guys liked the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. And if you are a returning subscriber, thanks for watching and your support. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you, and take care. Have a good day. Goodbye.